Make sure you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. And to never miss another lecture from Miracle, hit the bell icon to get regular updates on English literature.
Hello and welcome to Miracle English Language and Literature Institute. I'm Professor Abha Sharma, and these days I'm doing poetry critical appreciation. So today I'm going to take up a very famous sonnet from Rupert Brooke, The Soldier. Brooke is often known along with Wilfred Owen and Sassoon. Rupert was serving the Royal Navy in 1915. He never experienced frontline combat, but when he was sailing for Gallipoli with the British Mediterranean Expeditionary Force, he was bitten by a mosquito, and then he contracted some blood poisoning, and he died on April 23rd, 1915. And there only he was buried. He was so good looking that once even Philip Butler Yeats had said about him, the handsomest young man in England. He was very friendly with the Bloomsbury group of writers also, where once Virginia Woolf posted to Vita Sackville West of going with Brooke together in a moonlit pool uh, when they were in Cambridge. In 1914, Brooke wrote a series of sonnets that he titled 1914. But then, when the World War One broke out and he died of the mosquito bite, the sonnets first appeared in the periodical called New Numbers in January 1915. Let's read the sonnet now, The Soldier. If I should die, think only this of me, that there's some corner of a foreign field that is forever England. There shall be in that rich earth a richer dust concealed, a dust whom England bore, shaped, made aware, gave once her flowers to love, her ways to roam, a body of England's breathing English air, washed by the rivers, blessed by the sons of home. This is a patriotic sonnet divided into two parts, the octave and the sestet. So let's do the octave first. And in this, the poet says that if a soldier he dies in a foreign land fighting for his own country, that particular spot will become a part of England. His body's dust will be superior and richer than the foreign country's dust. The poet was born and brought up in England, and he had great love and affection towards his motherland. Whatever he possesses today is given by his own native country. He has attained knowledge, discovered and wandered in every part of his country's soil, and has taken in the English air by breathing. His thoughts, his feelings, his dreams were all English. He gives complete credit to his country for making him what he is today. Let's take this sestate and think this heart all evil shed away, a pulse in the eternal mind no less. Give somewhere back the thoughts by England given, her sights and sounds, dreams happy as her day, and laughter learned of friends and gentleness, in hearts at peace under an English heaven. So here he says that his country has given him everything he needed to live this beautiful life. So whenever he thinks of his country, every little negative thing is shed off. He's full of gratitude towards his motherland, and he says that the patriotic feeling runs in the blood. It is there as a pulse in the eternal mind. He talks about the love of the country in the soul. So he says that whenever a person is out, he feels so good thinking about the motherland. So when he's fighting for his own country and he's all surrounded by so much of pain and misery, whenever he thinks of his own country, all this is lost, all this breaks away, and a good feeling surrounds him, and he remembers all the beautiful sights and sounds. uh, these thoughts, they elevate him. He becomes nostalgic, and he thinks of the dreams he had for his own country. He thinks about his friends, the gentleness of the countrymen, the laughter, and he feels that he's a person who's satisfied, contented, under a very happy nation. That is, all the hearts are at peace, and England is like a heaven to all of them. So he calls his motherland a heaven for him. All the beautiful patriotic feeling is more when the person is out of his motherland. When he becomes nostalgic, he thinks all the things which he missed in the present. So here also he talks about the physical sense also, that he's fighting for his country and he may die fighting in some other foreign land. And in the second one, he talks about the feeling which runs in his blood. His mind is full of the memories of his motherland. So this is a sonnet which resembles both the Petrarchan style and also the English style. So structurally, the sonnet takes the Petrarchan mode, but the rhyme scheme follows the Shakespearean mode, that is the English sonnet. So the structure of ideas, the octave presents the reflection and the sestate evaluates the reflection. So the first 8 lines, that is the octave, he gives you the idea of the soldier dying, the dust buried in the foreign land, and it gives you the feeling of death, and the readers, they feel sad, sympathetic towards the soldier who died fighting for the country. So he creates a sense of loss here. In this estate, it promises redemption, because the pulse in the eternal mind is always there, even if the soldier dies fighting for his own country. So the sonnet expresses a single great thought of patriotism. The octave and sestate do not have different tones but have similar thought. The language is modern and simple, and there is a metaphor there, rich earth, that is, rich earth of foreign land, richer dust, that is, the decayed body of the soldier, is richer than the foreign land. Then there is a personification. The motherland is personified as a female because her sights and sounds, dreams happy as her day. So through the pronoun her, he has personified England as a female, as a mother. And the rhyme scheme, of course, is like AB, AB, CD, CD, EFG, EFG. The mood is patriotic throughout and is optimistic, because the feelings, they reveal satisfaction, contention, and happiness towards the mother country. He doesn't seem to be horrified or regretful. Rather, he takes romanticism central to the feeling of patriotism. He died very early, so he could not narrate the grimy situation, the gritty realities which were there in the First World War, a lot of which was described by Owen and Sassoon and also Eisen Rosenberg. They had described a lot of mismanagement of the war, the trenchant analysis, but he laid his emphasis on being optimistic and patriotic. Some of the famous phrases from the sonnet, like the sons of home and the idea of dust as both the earth and the remains of the soldier, they were reworked several years later by the fellow war poet Wilfred Owen. I hope you must have liked my effort. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And for more such critical sessions, keep in touch. Take care. Bye bye.